today, me and a couple of my former classmates, we're all veterinarians now, are going to Catalina Island. At the end of this trip, I'm gonna share kind of more of a personal story with you guys. There will be a trigger warning of suicide as well. I haven't been back to Catalina Island since we last dated. Returning to Catalina Island was literally a complete like 360 for me. It gave me a lot of peace with his passing. I loved someone so deeply who dealt with so many mental health issues. I did really suffer in that person's grief. Did I cause someone to feel so alone that they would then take their own life? Yeah. 2020, I lost my ex-boyfriend to suicide. It was the final healing that I needed, and that I know that he is okay. I'm gonna put the hotline number on here and in the description to help those struggling with this. Good morning, vlog family. It's been a long time since I have vlogged, but I felt like today was a day to kind of bring up the mood. You guys know the last couple of videos I've been putting out have been a little more like, I won't say bad, but restrictive in some ways. So today, me and a couple of my former classmates, we're all veterinarians now, are going to Catalina Island for a continuing education. The weather is not the best. As you can see, it is raining, but we're gonna just like hope for the best, try to have a good time. I'm fogging up, so I took off my glasses, but it's supposed to be good weather when we get there. So I have my big fluffy jacket here, my camera bag. I'm bringing kind of more of like a duffel bag instead of my purse to go with me, with like a hairbrush, wipes. We got my tarot cards just in case. Always gotta have my allergy medicine. We've got my phone, you know, so, oh, look at me and my husband. But anywho, I'm gonna be a little bit late if I don't take off. So let's get ready to head out and have a wonderful day on Catalina Island. I'm excited to take you guys with me. Well, I have made it and I am walking from the parking garage into the Catalina landing. So I'll take you guys in with me. I just have my big duffel bag here, and hopefully we'll have a very fun day. I think at the end of this trip, I'm gonna share kind of more of a personal story with you guys about an ex-boyfriend of mine actually, who used to live on Catalina, and I dated him and kind of all the struggles that we went through. So definitely want to keep you guys updated on that in time, because it is a story that I want to share. I don't want to damper the mood. There will be a trigger warning of suicide as well, but I think it's good to kind of share this in my healing journey as well, because I'm moving on and I haven't been back to Catalina Island since we last dated. It looks like the boat's coming in. So that'll be our boat. I didn't know, like, should I hit up his parents and say hello that I'm coming to the island? But I think, like, if I'm meant to see them, I'll see them. And if I'm not meant to see them, I won't. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. But it is kind of like a bittersweet but growth moment for me, knowing that I'm returning back to a place that was really special to me, became kind of a place I didn't know if I'd ever return to. And now I'm going with my friends and I'm gonna have a great day, and I'm taking you guys along with me, and I'm a vlogger now. There's just so many things that I'm excited about.
Gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the road, I remember what you're saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter.
Probably can't hear anything over there. We're going vegan.
Yeah, how the guy just be slowed down with the girl. Oh, they just assumed
We reached Descanso Beach and they put together a 2-hour continuing education program for us, and that's where we are now. Okay guys, it is I think almost about 3 o'clock. I want to show you the beach. We are at Descanso Beach Club. Okay, so for like the last 2 hours or so, we've been doing continuing education. So for those of you who don't know, you probably do know, I'm a veterinarian, so we have to do at least 36 hours of continuing education between when our license renews. So today, a company called Zoetis hosted us for a Catalina trip, all expenses paid for the day. And it is just so beautiful and calming. It was getting a little sleepy in the meetings, but they just taught us really good things, ways that we can increase our financial production at work, ways in which we can use their products, and just ways in which we can just be better doctors, better communicators. And I definitely am a person who harps on that, although I literally had to tell my friend group, hey guys, I'm going away to go vlog, because there is still a little bit of awkwardness with the vlogging, but I want to be able to share my experiences with you guys, and understanding that being a veterinarian, I guess it's changing for me, the way that I'm looking at it. It's definitely a business, and I feel like today God really wanted to like highlight the business aspect of it. And I don't necessarily like that there's a business aspect to something that I like to do for the love of animals, but when it comes down to it, it is a job. It is something where I need to be able to make money. It is a way in which I provide for myself. So in which ways can I be more profitable and lucrative? So it was all good things, and I feel like right now with Jupiter and my second house of income, this was just like something I needed to hear, kind of the reality check that I needed to have, to really just focus on, yes, you're a doctor, yes, you love animals, no, you're not the most savvy business person, but you do need to get more serious about the ways in which that you make money, the ways in which that you can take your care to the next level. And of course, Zoetis being a company that has products, they want us to use their products, and they have great products. So we're gonna be going on a like tour of the island. Again, with me having been in a relationship with a guy who lived here, we did go on a tour, I wanna say a couple years ago. I don't know if this is the same one, but I'm excited to show you guys what we do. We have pizza afterwards. We're going to a pizza parlor afterwards for dinner, and then the boat takes off at about 7:45. So we have about 4 more hours on the island, and I'm just really glad that the weather seemed to like clear up. You guys can just see how beautiful the ocean is and all that it has to offer. I'm a water sign, so water is always really important to me. So I'm just gonna sit here and relax and listen to the water until it's time for us to move on. Wanted to catch you guys up on what I'm doing, and I'm having a great time so far. I'm meeting new people as well. Meeting new people, which is something that I think I really enjoy, getting to know people from different perspectives. The lady that we were sitting with, her name was Brandy. She's been practicing since 2001, and we're graduates from 2020. So there's a 19-year difference in our veterinary knowledge and know-how, and it just makes me wonder, like, will this be me in 19 years? Will I be practicing as a veterinarian in 19 years, or will life take me in a different, more relaxing direction, or will it be both? I don't know. I'm still open to what it could bring, but yeah. I'm just gonna enjoy the water for a little bit.
Way up there where we don't see.
We're heading to go get pizza now.
Did you have your
Yeah, I'm getting that right after. Sorry about that.
You're doing good.
It's time to head home. So we're heading back to the boat right now.
I know. I was like,
It's just lightly misting. We're full, ate a lot of good food,
also my
and it's time to head back.
pediatrician is gonna be.
I had to vlog it. You know me. It's awkward vlogging in public, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You have to just do it. You just have to do it. You just have to do it.
I know. I need to go. I want to go out and like take pictures and
Do
stuff,
it.
which I need to go do. I know. It's a nice thing.
Yes. Hey guys, it has been a couple of days since my trip to Catalina. I wanted to make the rest of the video that same day, but as you've seen, I'm sure you saw that it was a very long day. I think I got home at 10 p.m. that night, so I told myself in a couple of days when I was off work, I would get back on here and finish up the video because I felt like there was so much to be desired as far as what I wanted to say about my ex, and just diving more into kind of the PSA I gave you guys about suicide and things of that nature. So again, if that is a trigger for you, or you know someone who has been affected by suicide, you can click off this video. I don't want you in any way to feel pressured, emotional for no reason, and just, you know, take care of yourself emotionally. And I mean that with everything within me. I would never want you to like sit through a video like this unnecessarily and just, you know, just hurting yourself and your heart for no reason. So with all that being said, you know, for those of you who are still here and who are still watching, returning to Catalina Island was literally a complete like 360 for me. I had not been there since either late 2018 or early 2019, so it has been about 4 years. And I was in a relationship prior to my husband where the person that I dated actually lived and grew up on the island, and so we would visit often. To return and see where he lived and literally see the apartment that, you know, or I think it was a townhouse that he lived in, to drive down those same streets, to see those same buildings. Thankfully, did not see any same people. I was worried I might run into his family or something of that nature, but that didn't happen, thank goodness. I was talking to my friend, after the trip, and she messaged me and let me know that seeing me go to the island really gave her a lot of hope, because you know, my friend has been affected by similar situations, and she was just really happy to see me return back to a place that I once held so near and dear to my heart, and really just reflect and move past it. And one thing that I've started to learn about my life is I don't live my life just for me. I live my life also to encourage others. And by returning back to a place in which I shared so much of my time and love with someone that I lost to suicide, and not only just a loved one or, you know, a relationship partner, a person I thought that one day I would marry, it was really, really gonna be like a make it or break it trip for me. So I returned. I went through those emotions. I got through that experience. I got emotional once where I was driving on a tour, and I remembered this was the spot we drove up to at like 5 a.m. for a beautiful sunrise over the ocean. That moment made me a little sad. But other than that, it was a lot of happy, pleasant memories. And a day or two after I got back from the trip, I think it was a day after, I was out with my husband and I was watching this angel message that a lady had posted, and the message said, "It was my time to go. When you think of me, think of only the good memories and remember the good times that we had." It came right when I needed it. It gave me a lot of peace with his passing, and really allowed me to kind of move forward, to go, okay, I loved someone so deeply who dealt with so many mental health issues, who finally did the ultimate end to their life by deciding that they alone wanted to rid themselves of the pain and committed suicide. I dealt with that pain. I dealt with the heartbreak of it. I dealt with the ripping away, and I didn't really even confront it at the time, I will be honest. Now that I can look back and reflect on, I was kind of pushing it to the side, trying not to let it take too much control of me. I now understand that I did really suffer in that person's grief, and I didn't allow myself to fully heal from it all at once. You know, that's normal, but finally going back to the island and remembering the good things and the history of the island and what was beautiful about the island and what was special about the island, it helped me to let go of some of the negatives. Because obviously that relationship, it had its own problems, you know. That relationship ended prior to the suicide, but suicide happened shortly after. And I felt very guilty as well. I felt like me deciding to end that relationship, that person then ending up with a multitude of what I felt like was secondary to me walking away issues. It did make me wonder, like, did I cause someone to feel so alone that they would then take their own life? So I didn't share it with a lot of people. For those of you who didn't know, and now you know, like, yeah, 2020, I lost my ex-boyfriend to suicide, and I don't take it lightly. And I think that trip just helped me go there with friends, enjoy myself. Zoetis, the veterinary company that allowed us to go, you know, I can't thank them enough for really sending me back out there when I needed to. And then this morning, actually, when I woke up, Instagram has started doing these reminders for your memories years past. And today, March 15th of 2018, I actually was out there. So just a few days after my new trip, I had been there in the past. And so I felt very like this is a very cyclical process. I was there before. This made a lot of sense. It's the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. For those who are into like tarot, it reminded me of the World card and the Fool's Journey card, kind of like ending a portion of my life that was so special to me and did mean so much to me and had its bittersweet and sorrowful moments. But overall, I went back to the place that we shared and loved, and I went back and I accepted his death. And even though this vlog was not supposed to be part of the healing series, I think in its own way, it inherently became part of the healing series, because I'm healing my heart of past wounds that I don't even think I was realizing that I had. And that's huge. But I've come a long way. I'm married now. I'm very happy, you know, with my husband. We've only been married for 4 months. It's all still so new to me. But there was some residual, I think, grief that I hadn't dealt with. And I don't think it was meant to be, but when his actual memorial service happened, a year after his death, I was actually in the new relationship I'm in now. I was heading to Alaska for my husband's brother's wedding, my now brother-in-law's wedding. And as we were in the sky flying from California to Alaska, the memorial service was happening, and when I landed, it was over. I felt bad, but I felt like maybe I just was not supposed to be part of that, or it wasn't the way that maybe the closure that I needed. So now that I was able to return to the homeland of my ex, to a place we loved, and a beautiful island, as you guys saw, it was the final healing that I needed, and that I know that he is okay. He's not suffering, he's not in pain, and he clearly showed himself in that angel message the next day, saying that it was his time to go. And I can let go of any guilt or grief or hurt that I had in that relationship. And it was meant to teach me a lot of lessons that I think I learned. And I can walk away at peace. So for those of you dealing with suicidal thoughts, I'm gonna put the hotline number on here and in the description to help those struggling with this. And for those who have dealt with this, I empathize with you so much. You are so loved. I understand where you're coming from if you haven't faced it. Maybe you could face it now that I've faced it. Maybe you could revisit that place in time when you feel like God is giving you the go-ahead to go back. And hopefully when you go back, you're able to see the good and not the bad, and relive the good and let go of the past like I did. So just wanted to leave you guys with that. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Say hello and good morning to everyone. This is so awesome. So pretty. Hashtag no filter. According to Devin. We got a little breakfast, a little coffee. There's Catalina. Devin, I hope you found the peace you were looking for. And thank you for all the wonderful memories in Catalina. Until next time.